We're showing you a live look at Lindbergh Field right now because a big change in the works could affect air travelers soon. The FCC is recommending allowing cell phone calls while in the air. Melissa back now with new information about what flight attendants and airlines have to say about lifting this 22-year ban. Mel?
Yeah, if you're addicted to your phone, this might be good for you, but not everyone is happy about it. The chairman of the FCC says modern technology can deliver mobile services in the air safely, and it's time to do away with this ban. The commission will take up this plan at a meeting next month. If approved, calls and texting would be allowed during flight, but not during takeoff and landing. Airlines would have to equip planes with special antennas approved by the FAA before passengers could start talking. However, flight attendants and airlines say the proposal to allow cell phone calls is not a good idea and not what the passengers want. Now, we want to know how you feel about people talking on their cell phones while flying. Join the conversation. Just go right to our Facebook page, facebook.com/ABC10News.
Yeah, and also, Mel, coming up on Good Morning America, a live report from Boston's Logan Airport with the many concerns frequent flyers there say they have about this possible change.
Just into 10 News, now 45 people confirmed dead in Latvia right there after the supermarket came crashing down on the patrons inside. There's a desperate rescue underway now to free the other people who they believe are trapped in there. The walls and windows of that market, the interior walls, and the 5,300 square foot roof crumbled, leaving just the exterior walls to outline where the store was. This in the capital of Riga, Latvia. We learned the collapse may have been because workers were installing a winter garden on the roof of the supermarket. That has not been confirmed yet, though.
Today, Luis Cruz, one of the men who pleaded guilty to the so-called Dare Me Bandit robberies, will be sentenced. Police say Cruz and Alex Sanchez robbed businesses around San Diego County between July and September last year. The Dare Me Bandit nickname comes from the way one of them walked into a business and asked a clerk to dare him to fire the gun. Cruz's sentencing hearing is expected to start at 1:30 this afternoon.
16 after, we have new video into the newsroom this morning. A terrifying ordeal for students on a school bus in Arkansas, which was hijacked by a man with a knife. This is dash cam video from the police car. The officers chased the bus for some 12 miles before the hijacker finally pulled over. 11 students were on board. You can see him get them out the emergency door in the back. 22-year-old Nicholas Miller, pictured there, was the man who did it. He was arrested. He faces kidnapping and many other felonies. Coming up on Good Morning America in just a few minutes after this newscast, why Miller told police he hijacked that school bus.
A local girl who struggled to survive after she was abandoned by her parents at birth is thriving now and giving back to San Diego kids. Cameron Biltusi is here with a generous donation today that will help comfort children in need. Cam?
Today, 10-year-old Jessica Karskaden will donate 170 bags of stuffed animals to the San Diego Police Department. Now, it's all part of her project called the We Care Bear Project. The goal of Jessica's project is to stock emergency vehicles with stuffed animals to give to kids who may be scared or injured. 10 News cameras were there in October as Jessica filled bags with donated stuffed animals for one of her deliveries. Now, since 2012, Jessica has been able to put bags of stuffed animals in more than 400 local emergency response vehicles, including every fire truck and ambulance right here in San Diego. Bill?
This evening at 5:30, the city of Santee will get in the holiday spirit in a big way when it hosts the annual holiday lighting celebration at Trolley Square. There will be live music and a horse-drawn carriage and a ceremony to light the 20-foot Christmas tree.
It'll still be festive despite the fact that the weather's not really cooperating.
No, in fact, I think some people might like it. They get to dress up, right, in a sweater or a jacket, a scarf perhaps. Let's take a look right now what we're seeing out there on the 10 News Pinpoint Doppler. And you can see most of the green, most of the rain lighting up right now across the mountains and also our desert areas. And just a heads up for those of you who live in those areas, that's where we do have a flash flood watch that will go into effect from noon until tonight, because some of the heavier showers at times could lead to mud flow, debris flow, and that's of concern, especially in those recently burned areas. Remember the Chariot and the General fires. So our 10 News Pinpoint Futurecast showing that a majority of the area will stay dry for the morning commute, the morning rush hour. So if you're thinking, should the kids take their bikes to school, that's definitely a good possibility, because we're seeing mainly dry conditions out there, even through the lunch hour. And then in the afternoon, and this is why for those of you in Santee with the holiday lighting, just a heads up, because look, 5 o'clock, we start to see another group of showers starting to move on in and last for a couple of hours off and on. This is not going to be one complete rain event, just off and on showers as we've been getting. So that area of low pressure, you can see it much closer to home right now, and we're getting the wraparound moisture. Now the mountains in the desert, you could see why, and even more so tomorrow as well, as that starts to move that area of low pressure down towards Baja. And that's why flash flood watch still in effect for possibly later on tonight. El Cajon 50 degrees, La Mesa at 51. Our temperatures look like this for the rest of the week, only 60s. Look, heads up, the turkey out on Thanksgiving, same showers for that day as well. The valleys, we don't get 70s until Monday, Tuesday. 10 minutes, your 10 News Day Planners. Here's Melissa now.
All right, let's start off here in the South Bay where you could see the 805 and the 5, still lots of green, so we're moving along nicely there. 905 though, 905 west right by Picador, still wrapping up that solo vehicle collision there. Now there is something else that just popped up. Let's go ahead and get the details on that. Officer Tommy Dorr.
Good morning. Watch for a stalled vehicle reported westbound 52 west of Mass. CHP and Freeway Service Patrol responding for that. Switching to a live look through the Caltrans camera on the 78 in the North County. As you can see, traffic moving with no delays through Nordall Road. And we just got reports that Freeway Service Patrol just cleared the traffic lanes for that stalled vehicle I just mentioned. A reminder for the upcoming weekend, don't drink and drive. Keep safety in mind. I'm Officer Tommy Dorr with your 10 News Time Saver Traffic.
It is 6:20, birthday brawl caught on camera. We have new video this morning of a child's birthday celebration that went from fun to that, a fight. The suspected crime that caused those punches to fly.
Team 10 gets results after our investigation leads to a crackdown on crack pipes. What San Diego police are doing about the illegal sales.
And a quick reminder, 10 News is on every weekend morning as well, with all the local news you need from 5 until 7 every Saturday and Sunday morning. Good Morning America is on at 7 then, and 10 News is back on weekends with your local news at 8.
.24, 10 News has new video from Ohio of a 6-year-old's birthday party, which turned into this brawl you're looking at. Started like any other party for a 6-year-old, but minutes later, punches flew after 2 people accused the guests of slashing their tires. And a woman was pulled to the ground. Their children were involved. Ohio police arrested 2 people, those 2 right there, and say there could be more arrests coming.
Oh boy. So Team 10 is getting results this morning after a mom told us local stores are selling crack pipes. Now, we sent some teens inside with their parents' permission. Now police are asking for our video to build a case. Now, when the kids got inside, they say they were sold pipes that had been underneath the counter. The San Diego Police Department told 10 News what we found is definitely a concern and that they would pass the information along to their investigators. Do you have a problem that you need help with? Just let us know. We can help you get some results. Just go to 10news.com and click on Team 10.
Team 10 Consumer Alert this morning about your personal information. LG Electronics says it's investigating a claim that some of its smart TVs are sending information on home viewing habits back to the company without the viewer's consent. An IT consultant in Britain says LG smart TVs logged the channels he was watching and sent the data to LG. The names of the files he saved in an external USB hard drive plugged into the TV were also sent to LG. Well, 6:25, we have breaking news: an investigation into a house fire which caused extensive damage to the Chula Vista home. Our 10 News crew on the scene gathering the latest information for you right now.
Also, remembering President John F. Kennedy 50 years after his assassination. We're showing you live pictures of his graveside at Arlington National Cemetery with the eternal flame lit there. We're also going to be in Dallas, where he was killed. The ceremony is being held in JFK's honor today. We have a live reporter in Dallas. And 10 News cameras capture the flames and smoke which destroyed a Valley Center home overnight. The challenge those firefighters had when they got there to battle that flame. It's 6:26. We start weekdays at 4:30 a.m., weekends at 5. Look, it is cloudy. You're watching 10 News, San Diego's news source.